Thanks to our magnificent brains, most of us live out our lives under the delusion that we are in control. But are our brains truly in control? Makes you think, doesn't it? Engrossed in the thrilling cinematic exploits of their ancestors, the freelance police have had no time to ponder these eternally vexing questions. But in mere moments, they and you will be plunged headfirst into these murky philosophical depths when Sam returns from his ill-timed bathroom break to discover they stole Max's brain.
Max? Little buddy? No, 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 no! No!
What happened?
Hey! What happened to Max? Talk!
We don't know! 1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box, then BAM! Out went the lights!
Through a fog of rage, darkness, and raisinets, I tried to remember what Flint Paper told me about interrogating suspects.
Rule number one, don't let the suspect control the conversation. Get him talking, then surprise him. Interrupt him with a question, or call him a liar, freak him out. And if all else fails, bring little Miss Persuasion out for a stroll.
Actually, I think it was more of a boom, really.
Really? Because I distinctly heard it more like a bam.
Anyway, someone knocked us out with a booming and or bamming.
Go ahead. Put us out of our misery.
Since we've lost the devil's toy box, we might as well be dead anyway.
Too easy. Keep talking.
Well, that's the last thing we remember until you woke us up and started snarling at us.
Yeah, that's the last thing we remember.
Rule number two, timing is everything. When you hear the suspect lying, that's when you jump in and accuse him.
Yup, I was totally unconscious the whole time. I certainly didn't see anything interesting. No siree, Bob.
Can we go now? The apocalypse is at hand, and we've got plans to make.
No. Let's run through it again.
Fine.
What happened to Max? Talk!
We don't know!
1 second we were guarding the devil's toy,
then BAM! Out.
Actually, I think it was more of a boom, really.
Really? Because I distinctly heard it more like a bam.
Anyway, someone knocked us out with a booming and or bamming sound, and,
Well, that's the last thing we remember until you woke us up and started snarling at us.
Yeah, that's the last thing we remember. Yup, I was totally unconscious the whole time.
Liar!
All right. I came to before Jebediah, just in time to hear the telltale sounds of a brain being removed from a bunny.
Obadiah, why didn't you do anything?
I was afraid that he'd remove my brain too.
Who? Who took Max's brain?
It was the space gorilla.
Skunk Ape.
Of course. He must have been released from the penal zone when the toy box was stolen.
I'm so sorry.
Not half as sorry as that brain-stealing space ape's gonna be when I catch up with him.
Rule number three, mole men are easy. To crack the tough nuts, you'll need information to prove your case. Sometimes you gotta ask around to get the dirt on the doers. Now, go get 'em.
I wrote a mental note to thank Flint at Max's funeral and got ready to squeeze some punks. General Skunk Ape. I should have known. That space ape had wanted Max's brain ever since he found out it was special. Now that special brain was gone, and I was cut loose, drifting in the neon current, hoping for a lucky break. quickly. You're one of Skunk Ape's goons. Where's your boss? What did he do to my little buddy?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunkapy since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional boundaries. Anyhow, since Skunkapy's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner. It's a very fulfilling, low-temperature job, more suited to a space ape of a certain age. But enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems plugged into the ins and outs of this.
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the rat. He traffics in stolen merchandise in tawdry gambling rings.
Where can I find him?
He hangs out on the corner of Veni and Vidi in the Latin Quarter.
Frankie the Rat. The name left a bad taste on my tongue and an itchy sensation in my boxers. Still, there wasn't a rodent more plugged into the bad wiring in this city. Hey, Rat.
Sam, buddy, how's it hanging?
My partner's got a bad case of a missing brain, and someone thinks you might know something about it.
Brain, huh? Well, I did see something unusual and brain-related a little while back.
Spill!
I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fellow was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with...
Where?
Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over that way, about 2 miles.
Frankie the Rat helping a tourist? It was absurd. Absurd like Max was, back when he had a brain. So imagine my surprise when I found Frankie's tourist wandering around the bad side of town.
Oh! Ah!
You, foreign guy, what's your story?
Ooh, an American police shakedown! How thrilling!
Yeah, it's a real honor. Now, what do you know?
Well, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats.
And Frankie sent you here?
Yeah.
That dirty lion rat.
You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful. Anyhow.
Museum district?
See, yeah. As a child in Europe, I always dreamt of visiting your city's famous museum district with its Institute of Incomplete Technologies and Hall of Filthy Arts. It's a little more underwhelming than it appeared in my schul books. Flugen, I was about to give him a tip for the help, when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. It might have been more of an ödeler Spokenfreund. Is that one of your famous American handguns? Fascinating! We don't have any of these in Europe, you know? After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ipple-skippled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district. Maybe I am mistaking the friendly rat's directions.
Let's hear your sad little story again, from the top.
Very well. About an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats. You know, back in Europe, I heard so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for the help, when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe-Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was a Weltraumliebe-Wachzauberkrieg. Might have been more of an Ödeler Spokenfreundl affair.
Ultra super colored what now?
A Weltraumliebe-Wachzauberkrieg. My people's word for a stunning battle between a strangely garbed man and an alien space gorilla carrying a brain in a jar. So, where was I? Oh, yes! After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. And you know what else? I'm stuck.
Liar!
Moi? Lie? How dare you make such an accusation without a shred of proof? When I get back to the hotel, I will report you to the European consulate at once.
Fine.
Fine. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. People in this country are so intense.
The tourists seemed like just another victim circling the drain, but I knew there was more to the story. It was time to circle back and flush out the truth.
Frankie, what do you know? I was given directions to a confused tourist.
To the museum district?
Yeah, poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and tvortisnaks and whatnot. Where? Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over that way, about 2 miles. Anyway, I was almost done helping the guy, see? When bam! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other mook. A space ape carrying a brain!
Skunk ape.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation slides from Pismo Beach.
A brain? Was it Max's?
How should I know? All I know, it was a brain in a jar, and that crazy space gorilla was holding on to it like it was his best friend in the world. So anyways, I grabbed the tourist, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape what took your buddy's brain. No fooling. That's all I know. Yipes! Stop doing that! It ain't good for my angina. So now what? You're welcome.
back! Now where's Skunk Ape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Copy since you on... I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional bound.
What are you talking about?
Don't you remember when you and your partner defeated my leader, the magnificent General Skunkape, by trapping him in the penal zone?
Oh yeah, that. So?
As I was saying, since Skunkape's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner. It's a very fulfilling, low-temperature job.
You lie!
No, it's true! I've abandoned a life of violence and conquest for an honest, peaceful job as a sign spinner. See?
Ah, yes. So, where were we?
But enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems plugged into the ins and outs.
Rats? The whole world's full of rats. All of them clawing each other's eyes out to get off this sinking ship called life.
That's quite disturbing and sad. Please stop.
I won't stop until I get the guy who did this to my little buddy! But where's Skunk Ape?
I already told you. I don't know. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional bound.
You're lying!
No, I'm not. I haven't seen the General, and I defy anyone to say otherwise.
Go on.
As I was since I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner. Hey!
Frankie, what do you know?
I was given directions to a
To the museum district?
Yeah. Poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and tvortis not.
Where?
Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over that way about Anyway, I was almost done helping the guy, see? When bam! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other mook. A space ape carrying a brain!
Skunk Ape.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation slides from Pismo Beach, with the jellyfish on the water skis.
You lying, dirty rat!
No, really, it was a space ape and some dweeb in a goofy hat. Anyway, so I grabbed the tourists, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape what took your buddy's brain. No fooling.
Other gorilla? What other gorilla?
Believe it or not, it was another space ape. He was spinning a sign for some pet store, the poor schlub.
So that dirty punk sign spinner did see Skunk Ape.
So now what?
Enough! Back! Now where's Skunk Ape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Copy since you unjustly imprisoned him in... I'll never forget his final terrified...
What are you talking about?
Don't you remember?
Oh yeah, that.
As I was saying, since Skunk Copy's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating. I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner.
You lie!
No, it's true! I've abandoned a life of violence and conquest for an honest, peaceful job as a sign spinner.
Ah, yes. So, where were we?
But enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems plugged into the ins and outs of this gloriously...
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the rat. He traffics in stolen merchandise and tawdry gambling rings.
Where can I find him?
He hangs out on the corner.
But where's Skunky?
I'll never forget his final terror.
That story ain't now. Make with the lip flapping, and I better like what I hear.
It's true. A few of your Earth minutes ago, I was spinning my sign for Frankie the Rat and a tourist when General Skunkape came running down the street, chasing after a strangely garbed... Man, to my everlasting shame, I cowered behind a crate like a common Venusian bonobo as the...
Strangely garbed?
Yes, a man in a faded jacket and a strange hat. He seemed to be carrying a box of some sort. General Skunkape was in hot pursuit. After the general and the stranger fled the scene, I discovered that he had dropped this. I'm surprised he didn't come back for it, but he appeared to be in something of a hurry. Oh. Are you trying to threaten me with that?
Maybe.
You are aware that my ultra-dense space gorilla hide renders me impervious to your puny Earth bullets, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Where were we? Give me that toy!
No! I need it to get back in General Skunkape's good graces! Once I return this artifact to the General, he'll forgive my temporary abandonment of his goals and welcome me back to his crew with open arms. Oh, how I've come to miss standing at my General.
I thought you were a sign-spinning pacifist now.
I was, but the sight of the General pummeling that stranger rekindled my hours-dormant lust to conquer the galaxy at his side.
Give me that toy!
No! I need it to get back in General Skunkape's good graces. Once I return this artifact to the General, he'll forgive my temporary Oh, how I've come to miss standing at my General's...
Huh. You're fooling yourself, kid.
What are you talking about?
The only thing Skunkape's gonna welcome you with is a fistful of phasers. You can't go home again. You can't even get on the porch. You've tasted the apple, peed in the pool, bitten the hand that rocks the cradle. You're a sign spinner to him now, and that's all you're ever gonna be.
You're right. It's hopeless. No matter what I do now, I'll never soar through the galaxy at my General's side ever again.
And I hate to tell you, but you're not a very good sign spinner either. I hated to see a grown gorilla cry, so I got in the car and looked for another lost soul to join me as I gazed into the abyss. Finally, a clue. The last time we saw the rhinoplasty toy, Max's special brain used it to turn into a bazooka. Now it was going to lead me to the guy who stole that special brain. It wasn't exactly ironic, but I didn't care. Crimetron, do your stuff! What do you mean not found in database?
The Crimetron requires additional clues to make an informed deduction.
Clues? I haven't got time for clues. Max's body is starting to smell differently.
Then maybe you should stop yelling at my girlfriend and start with the clue-finding.
Grrr. Frankie, what do you know?
I was given directions to a confused tourist.
To the museum district?
Yeah, poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with...
Where?
Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over that way, about 2 miles. Anyway, I was almost done helping the guy, see? When bam! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other mook. A space...
Skunk ape.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's...
My partner had a brain once. It wasn't the best brain in the world, and a lot of people said it was chemically imbalanced, but it was his. And now it's gone. Gone like hula hoops and print journalism.
What the heck are you talking about, man?
Sorry, got lost in the moment. Go on.
Like I was saying. So I grabbed the tourist, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape what took your buddy's brain.
Sure, hide behind your crates and wait for someone else to do something. But one day, the violence in the streets is gonna spill over the gutters and stain your pretty white socks with the blood of the innocents.
Socks? I don't got any socks. I'm a rat.
And don't you forget it.
So now what?
One more time.
It's like I was given directions.
To the museum district?
Yeah. Poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the...
Don't lie to me, Frankie. I talked to your tourist, and it looks to me like you sent him over to the wrong side of town to get rolled by your rat pack.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But this conversation is over. I ain't saying nothing till I get some legal representation. The nerve of some people, trampling a rat's God-given merengue rights. There ought to be a law or something.
Talk!
Are you deaf? I ain't talking with... I'm pleading the 5th. Maybe even the 6th.
Do you want a lawyer? Here's an attorney from Smith & Wesson.
Okay, I'll talk. Sheesh. Like you guessed, I gave the tourist directions to the bad side of town, but I was just winding him up, really. Hey, ask me, the schmuck deserved it. Acting all high and mighty and European, wearing his fancy socks. When the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla ducked down behind the crate. The tourist was loaded with high-exchange European stuff, but all the other guy had...
Other gorilla? What other gorilla?
Believe it or not...
So, that dirty punk science...
Anyway, after the fight moved on, the tourist got a nice souvenir for his trouble, and I skedaddled back here. And that's all I know, honest. Ask anybody.
Souvenir?
Yeah, something fell out of the funny hat guy's pocket, and the tourist scooped it up.
What was it?
I don't know, something.
So, the tourist didn't leave empty-handed after all.
So what now?
Stick around.
I shall count the minutes.
A repeat performance.
Let's run through it one more time. And speak slowly. I'm an American.
As I said before, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum. You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country.
Museum district?
See, yeah, it's a little more underwhelming than it appeared in my schulbooks. Flugen, I was about to give him a tip for the help, when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted. At least I think it was a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg.
Elsa Soup colored what now?
The Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. My people's word for a stunning battle between a strangely garbed man and an alien space gorilla carrying a brain in a jar. So, where was I? Oh, yes! After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and... You know what else? I'm starting to...
Don't play innocent with me, metric lover. The rat saw you pick up something after the fight. Now spill!
Yeah, it's true. I took a souvenir from the fight. I didn't think anyone would notice. Here.
Norrington? Who the heck is Norrington?
I don't know. Just don't hurt me. You Americans are all animals.
Norrington. The name rang fewer bells than a sleigh in July. Hopefully, it would be enough. Okay, Crimetron, this is your last chance before I start looking for an upgrade. Come on, you obsolete hunk of junk. Talk! Where's Skunk Ape?
Sam, no!
Stop holding out on me!
Get away from her, you brute.
Finally.
Audiences across the country say, you're a monster, Sam.
What have you become?
The Museum of Mostly Natural History, the tarnished jewel of the city's once thriving museum district. Max and I always meant to visit, but we'd never gotten around to it. Now we were finally going to take in its thrilling and dubiously educational displays with a vengeance. All right, Skunk Ape, it's time to pay the piper, plus tax and applicable service fees. It's a telltale trail of Grandpa Stinky's brain-preserving demon broth. Could Max's brain still be alive? I'll take a look around after I track down Max's brain.
My superior technological might, necromancer!
Blow it out your simian hindquarters, barbarian!
Skunky. And paperweight? He's looking pretty spry for a 120-year-old. And there's the Devil's Toy Box. And is that...
Sam! Get me out of here! This whole place smells like gorilla and patchouli.
Sam, the interloper who foiled my scheme to collect the Toys of Power and re-imprisoned me in the penal zone?
Sam? The great-grandson of the patron who put the kibosh on my intricate plan to unleash Yogg-Sothoth and take over the world?
I hate that guy.
I hate that guy!
Yes, a common enemy. I propose an alliance.
You get the galaxy, I get the Earth?
Agreed.
Nice going, Bubble Brain. Now
Don't blame me. I'm still trying to find the volume controls on this thing.
Minions, after him!
Sam? Aw, man! Now I'm stuck in here with the alliance of C-list supervillains. It was way more fun when they were fighting. Look at all those cool psychic toys. Am I doing that?
Indeed, yes. Your psychic brain, melded to Monsieur Paperweight's sorcery and my super science, have created a techno-arcanic whirlpool, drawing the toys to this convenient container.
So that explains the giant sucking sound in my head.
No, that's just you.
Hey, bad guys, how about a little light show? It's getting boring in here.
I'm afraid that tonight's performance of Mundane Objects in Space, A Cosmic Odyssey, has been cancelled, so that the Yenneler and I might use the projector to summon the scattered psychic toys from the four corners of the globe.
Aww.
Yes, yes. Toy location acquired.
Please, help us reach our goal. Operators are standing by to take your call. What's that for?
That controls our new laser light show. It will bring many, many young people to the museum.
If you can lure them away from their zoetropes.
I can feel them.
Is that an espresso machine? Because I've always wanted to pour caffeine directly into my brain.
This device is used to maintain the complex matrix of energies between the Devil's Toy Box, your magnificent brain, and Paperweight's chaos magic, and funnel them into the planetarium's crude projector.
Fascinating. Now tell me more about my magnificent brain. Hey, Skunky!
Yes?
Why are you working with that creepy paperweight guy?
Monsieur Paperweight and I have reached an accommodation.
Is that legally permitted in this state?
I'm lending my scientific prowess to his mystical efforts to draw the toys of power into the so-called Devil's Toy Box.
That spell thing Paperweight's working on. It wouldn't have something to do with summoning an elder god by the name of Yog-Sagoth, would it?
Now that you mention it, Yog-Sagoth's name did come up once or twice. He's certainly touchy about that precious tapestry of his.
Yeesh. What are you two scamps doing with the Devil's Toy Box?
We're tapping the nigh-infinite power of your brain to create a bifurcated vortex of technological and arcane energies to impel the toys of power to return to their point of origin via a five-dimensional matrix of quantum foam and sympathetic magics.
Yes, of course.
You have no idea what I just said, do you?
No, but if it means more psychic toys for me, then vortex away. I see you've got your old band of lackeys back together.
Yes, yes. My mighty army is once again ready to take on the galaxy. At least they would be if Paperweight's filthy security guard wasn't underfoot. That disease-carrying insect had better keep his pestilent thorax away from my boys.
So, long time no see.
Long time? Yes, yes. If only you knew how long. It has been but a handful of Earth hours since you and your companion imprisoned me in the penal zone. However, due to the temporal phase shifting of the zone, I experienced years of maddening nothingness during those fleeting hours.
Ah, that would explain the tiny crow's feet around the eyes. Not to mention that telltale old gorilla smell. Now that you and Fezhead have stopped fighting, could you tell me how my brain ended up outside my sexy little body?
I took it from you after I was suddenly ejected from the penal zone.
How come I didn't notice?
You appeared to be entranced by a primitive form of Earth entertainment.
Around here, we call it a popcorn coma, big guy.
Very well.
Well, at least I know that Max's brain is still alive and kicking. I'll never get back in there while Skunk Ape and Paperweight are working together. Maybe I can break up those lovebirds from out here. Somehow I doubt they're gonna lure in the jaded thugs of today with laser light shows. Not enough despinings to hold a young person's attention. That's interesting. Holyoke, Massachusetts. If I remember my field guide for otherworldly incursions correctly, that tentacle's a flagellum from the dark dimension.
Hey, you!
Who, me?
Don't get kid with me, wise guy. What are you doing in the museum after dark?
I'm Sam. I'm with the Freelance Police.
Freelance police, eh? I heard a lot about you guys. A lot. I'm Sal, museum's security guard. You must be looking into all the freaky shenanigans going on around here tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Well, feel free to poke around. But right now you gotta do something about this pile of trash.
That's not trash. That's my partner.
Partner, trash, potato, potato. If it's not up and moving in the next few minutes, I'm tossing that smelly lump of guts into the incinerator.
Incinerator? Yeesh. Canis erectus. This freakish tooth, dating from the late Phamerian era, is thought to represent an evolutionary dead end of heavyset man-dog hybrids. This night was bad enough, but now my distant ancestors are getting insulted by pasty-faced anthropologists. Sal!
Keep it down, will ya? This is a museum, not a locker room.
Don't look now, but there's a scandalously clad intergalactic despot running roughshod through your museum.
You mean General Skunkape? He's an A1 buttwad, all right. But what are you gonna do? Mr. Paperweight's rolled out the red carpet for him and his minions.
Don't you think you should alert the authorities?
What? Lose my job?
Nice headphones. Listening to the game? Or maybe some Black Flag?
No, these are my official museum guard emergency headphones. I gotta wear these so that Mr. Paperweight can tell me where to go in case of a security emergency. Of course, I haven't heard from him in a while. He must be busy up there with that space gorilla guy.
How's life with Skunk Ape?
Skunk Ape. That's a good one. I'll have to remember that. Not so bad. Aside from the big gorilla over there guarding the door, most of these apes just hang out in the planetarium.
Would you mind not throwing my little buddy into the museum's incinerator?
What can do, Sam? If Mr. P finds another corpse strewn about all willy-nilly on the exhibit floor, he's gonna kick my thorax right to the unemployment office. You say your friend's still alive? You better get him moving.
Any idea what that paperweight loser is doing in the planetarium?
Hey, don't be calling Mr. Paperweight a loser. He's a stand-up guy who took me in and gave me a job.
He's not here, you know.
Nah, I got no idea what that loser's up to. Heck, I can't even understand half the things he tells me over the headphones.
Sal, why is that name so familiar? Wait a minute. Stinky's used to have a fry cook named Sal.
Yep, that'd be me.
A 6-foot-tall cockroach working at Stinky's? That's shocking. No, wait. What's that thing that's the complete opposite of shocking? So why did Grandpa Stinky fire you? I mean, aside from the whole disease-carrying vermin thing.
He, didn't approve of a cockroach in the kitchen.
That's strange. Grandpa Stinky never had problems with cockroaches before. Your boss is gathering demonic toys for a nefarious purpose.
Toys, eh? And what do you want me to do about it?
Call the Army, the Navy, the Swiss Guard.
You want me to turn on my boss? Dream on, buddy. This is a pretty cushy job here, and I ain't messing it up over a bunch of demonic toys.
What's with all the apes running around?
Beats me. Mr. Paperweight told me to steer clear of them, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Would you mind not throwing
What can I do, Sam? You say your friend's still alive?
But he hasn't got a brain.
Well, maybe you should find him a new one. Sheesh, some detective you are.
See you, Sal.
Be careful out there.
To witness the final stage of the coming apocalypse, turn the hourglass. Okay. Whoa, I did not see that coming. I'd better find a way to get Max's body moving before Sal chucks it into an incinerator.
I don't need a map to get to Bonetown.
Earthdog Man, where do you think you're going?
I'm, just looking for the snack foods exhibit.
No one leaves here. Sconcape's orders.
Why?
We're supposed to be on the lookout for, Sam. That's it, Sam. Are you Sam?
No, my name is, Tyrone. Sam's that guy.
Tis we! I've arrived at the world-famous Museum of Mostly Natural History. And look, a cute little animatronic monkey.
Mahila to Sconcape, I've successfully neutralized the one known as Sam.
Yes? Describe him.
Pink, hairless, difficult to place accent.
That's not Sam, you fool. Now don't bother me again until you find Sam.
Apparently that, wasn't Sam.
Oh well, happy hunting.
Thank you, Tyrone.
The Osmunda Kincaidum, aka the boring fern, possessed no interesting qualities whatsoever. That's not nice. I'm sure it was very interesting once you got to know it. Inexplicable object of unknown provenance. Senseless vandalism has its place, but this isn't it. Hey, it's a moai head. How's it hanging, big guy? Fine, be that way.
Behold, the dread wonder of Yog-Sothoth, overfiend of the dark dimension.
Yeah, I'm glad my great-grandpa stopped that trans-dimensional beauty from manifesting in the East Side.
Behold, the dread
Creepy. Tapestry of Yog-Sothoth, overfiend of the dank dimensions, on loan from the East Village chapter of the Knights of Yog-Sothoth. He doesn't look so tough. Museum of Mostly Natural History guided tour. Ah, an audio guide that attempts to make sense of the nonsensical museum displays. I should tape one of these for our office. It says it's an information desk, but I feel dumber just looking at it. It's too bad Max's mighty psychic brain isn't here. There's all sorts of new phone numbers on this courtesy phone. This little device is used to guide clueless visitors through the museum's self-guided tour.
Welcome to the Museum of Mostly Natural History. My name is Anton Paperweight, and I'll be your narrator on this self-guided tour today. Let us begin. Please make your way to the Mesozoic era exhibit in the center of the main floor. Although it lasted for only 7 weeks during the late summer of 56 million BC, the Mesozoic era produced an incredible explosion of evolutionary diversity, most of which was quickly erased by less ridiculous creatures. Gently yank the bone to hear the roar of the Poiosaurus henway. Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city. Humanity has long pondered about the eventual fate of the Earth. Today, thanks to sophisticated supercomputers, scientists have determined that the world will end in the year 2015, as giant monsters, environmental disasters, and political apathy combine to turn our world into an unlivable hellhole shortly before the sun unexpectedly goes nova. Turn the hourglass to witness the Earth's final moments as predicted by accredited apocalypticians. Please proceed to the Treasures of the Forgotten Pharaoh exhibit. The museum is proud to have recently obtained the preserved remains of the mysterious Forgotten Pharaoh of ancient Egypt. Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life. And finally, the pride of the museum. Please proceed to the Knights of Yog-Sothoth display. The Order of Yog-Sothoth were an ancient society of mystic knights dedicated to serving an overfiend of the dark dimensions. This priceless tapestry, woven from the meticulously groomed back hair of the knights, is all that remains of their order. To see the terrifying power of the Yog-Sothoth tapestry, pull the sword from the eyeball.
Normally, the code of the freelance policeman frowns on stealing ancient brains, but desperate times call for icky measures. Ew, it's warm and pulsing and wriggly. I don't know whether to be repulsed or use it as a neck massager. It's dioramas like this that make me appreciate the joys of central air conditioning, collective bargaining, and comfortable headwear. I had no idea ancient Egypt was so madcap. If you're going to putrefy and decompose, you might as well do it in style. Hey, it's me. Give or take 4,000 years and a decent tailor. Ooh, pointy and dangerous. Two of my favorite things. Max would love to get his hands on this doohickey. Too bad he doesn't have any hands right now. Ah, the Sphinx. I can almost smell it. Seriously, it smells like aspen here. Maybe this carefully preserved gray matter will get Max's body moving, or at least twitching and drooling unnervingly. Hello? Anybody in there?
Torments of Osiris will be laid upon your feet, heretics! The wrath of Anubis!
Nah, but I get that a lot. I'm Sam.
Oh my! A new body! And it's so energetic!
That's probably one of Max's sugar rushes. You'll just want to ride him out until you get used to him.
Well, I suppose you want some sort of tedious boon in return for rescuing our spirit from the shadowy realms, yes?
Well, if it's not too much trouble, Your Majesty, I could use some help retrieving Max's brain from a couple of world-conquering Nimrods.
I believe we can aid you in your quest, but where will my brain go after we've restored this Max?
Well, if everything goes as planned, I suppose you can take your pick between an ethnic sorcerer and a superpowered space gorilla.
A gorilla? That does sound promising. Very well, we shall grant your boon. It shouldn't be too much trouble with all these toys of the gods secreted in this fuzzy little body.
Toys of the gods? Do you have the gift?
Is that what they're calling it these days? My people always called it the Curse of Horus. Ungrateful wretches.
Neat. If you've got creepy brain powers, this rescue's gonna be a walk in the park. Ready to roll?
Lead on, barbarian. power. But where is the Disc of Madness? Or the Orb of Unending Bounciness?
We haven't found him yet, but here, take a gander at this.
Ah, the wondrous Essence Thief! How well I remember disguising myself as a palm frond to observe the forbidden rituals at the Temple of Adolescence.
You tyrannical scamp.
Daddy does not approve!
Whee!
Be careful, Your Highness. You're full of hydrogen and dangerously unstable.
Oh, lighten up. I have. Whee! Whee!
Hey, Max, check this out. It turns out that Lady Godiva was a dude.
Ooh, icky.
Well, either I managed to return Max's brain to his body in the future, or you're destined to learn a killer Max impression.
Let's move on.
Hey! Ouch! My thorax! My beautiful thorax!
Ouch! Who'd want to pummel a nice bug guy like Sal? Oh, the subhumanity.
Why will you say that?
Since we're in a museum, I assume it'll be some sort of obscure historical reference.
What in the name of Gorgar?
In my experience, it's rarely a good idea to poke a space gorilla in the eyes.
That's what lackeys are for, Sam. Whee!
That fellow reminds me of my great-granduncle Eustachius.
Yes. Well, he's rather long in the tooth, wouldn't you say? We said he's rather long in the...
Right. Good one, Your Highness. Coming soon, a brief history of bad ideas in transportation. I hope Max's brain and body are reunited by the time this exhibit opens. He loves tooling around in comically unviable vehicles.
How is it your people make such superb handguns, yet you believe such nonsense? How is it your people make such superb handguns, yet you believe such nonsense?
I hope there's nothing in this museum that could trigger an explosion. Could you move just a little bit to the left, Your Majesty?
Why?
No reason.
Whee!
Oh, the subhumanity.
That was really quite exhilarating.
You're welcome.
Now never do it again.
No problem. Whoops.
Let go of me, commoner!
Shh.
Who is making all that inferno racket? Yaxagov! No!
Never place your hands on our divine personage.
Lighten up, Your Majesty. I think we're about to see some fireworks.
Skunkape!
What?
One of your ignorant minions has destroyed the museum's priceless Yogg-Sothoth tapestry!
Oh, really? Mahila!
Yes, sir.
Did any of you destroy Mr. Paperweight's precious tapestry?
No, sir.
I believe you owe me an apology, partner.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
Sorry, your minions are trigger-happy Neanderthals.
I can't believe I have allied myself to a sniveling irritant like you.
Irritant? Do you think I enjoy having my schemes yoked to an uncouth, half-naked space fascist who can't even capture a 6-foot-tall dog in a suit?
I assume you can do better, you half-witted conjurer?
Watch me.
Nice simmering. One more unfortunate misunderstanding should be enough to push Tom and Nicole here straight into supervillain divorce court. Hey you, Fez guy!
What is it?
Why are you and that big dumb ape skunk ape working together?
I have no earthly idea. Dr. Norrington keeps telling me that Skunkape is the key to finally gathering all the toys and completing the spell, but nothing is worth this abuse. Nothing!
Yes, feel the hate grow within you.
I just hope his brain-dead minions can dispose of your partner without injuring any of my employees.
I hear your museum's getting nice and crispy around the edges.
It's the fault of my idiotic partner and his reckless minions.
So, about Sal.
What about him? Salt of the earth fellow, my Sal. And if the General's smelly hooligans harm just one hair on his antenna, there'll be heck to pay. Heck, I say!
What are you and Corporal Buttcheeks here doing with the Devil's Toy Box anyway?
We're unwinding and rewiring the synapses of your brain to cast a blasphemous net of tech necromancy across reality so that the toys of power may be properly encased within the Devil's Toy Box.
Ah, that's about what I thought.
Really? Repeat what I just said.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got a wonderful brain! Blargy, blargy. More toys for me! All this talking with my brain is making me tired. Let's talk later.
Looks like Max is stoking the fires of discord. I'll see if I can add some fuel from out here. Hey, Your Majesty, check out these spiffy phone numbers.
Phone numbers? Ah, hieroglyphics to activate the translocation toy. We always wondered how that device worked.
It probably would have helped if the ancient astronauts who taught you how to build pyramids had left behind a few telephones. Say, one of those phone numbers is brand new. So this is Paperweight's office.
What a dump!
Someone's coming.
Why have you left the planetarium?
That intergalactic bully is driving me bananas, and his minions are a threat to my beautiful museum. Can't you do something?
Get a grip on yourself, man. Can't you see our long struggle to gather the toys is almost over?
You think I don't know that? I've been dreaming of this second chance for decades.
Then stop whining and get back in there.
Yes, sir, Dr. Norrington. Right away, Dr. Norrington.
Norrington.
His imperious attitude puts me in mind of a lute teacher we fed to my crocodiles for correcting my divine embouchure.
You know, Max's patter is a lot less...
violent?
multisyllabic. Check it out, Your Majesty. An insanely detailed top-down drawing of the city.
What a remarkable illusion of depth.
Oh yeah, you didn't have perspective and vanishing points in your time, did you?
Of course we did. Why, we had a whole chamber full of perspectives and a headdress adorned with vanishing points. And... shut up!
Paperweight's quite the reader.
A lowly scribe, then.
Looks like Paperweight subscribes to Obazoth's nonsensical Grimoire Club. This office could use a little tidying up, and a good firm raising. This office could use a little tidying up. 4 ancient diabolical summoning spells, and 1 pretty good chili recipe. Talk about a chilling vision of the future.
We are not amused. amazing! We've been transmogrified into a glittering futuristic metropolis! But why do we feel like we're about to vomit?
That'd be the East River. Try to breathe through your mouth. Your Highness?
Yes?
So, Your Highness, you impressed by the 21st century yet?
Oh, most definitely. Though we do feel a bit out of our element.
Don't worry. Once we teach you a few crude gestures and get rid of the whole talking in the plural thing, you'll fit right in. After all this is over, we'll all head to Broadway and take in a show.
Oh, bread and circuses! Are there gladiator fights?
Actually, it's mostly a bunch of people dressed up as cats singing about wanting to break loose, and then a chandelier falls on them. How'd your brain stay alive all these years anyway?
Before our death, we left strict instructions with our viziers to pickle our brain in a special solution of crocodile tears and ground ibis beaks.
And that kept your brain alive?
Don't be ridiculous. It was our special gift that kept our brain alive. Duh.
How'd a kid like you get to become Pharaoh? Did your daddy Pharaoh die when you were young?
Oh no, our dad was a sandal maker. We became Pharaoh after we stumbled upon the toys of the gods while stealing coins from a tomb. The toys awakened latent abilities within us, granting us the power to cast the royal family into the Nile and reshape the entire kingdom in our now divine image.
Now there's a heartwarming rags to riches story. Let's roll.
Aha!
You sure know your obscure cultural references, Your Majesty.
Roll! Roll onward! Whee!
Hey, Sal.
Hey, see you got your pal up and about.
Kneel before your pharaoh, peasant.
He's still a little punchy. What's with all the apes running around?
Beats me. Mr. Paperweight told me to steer clear of them, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Your lack of independent thought pleases us.
Right back at you, little guy.
I think you should apologize for threatening to incinerate my obviously alive buddy here.
No offense, pal. I was just following orders.
Ooh, we love it when servants say that. Your loyalty is commendable, serf.
See you, Sal.
Be careful out there, Sam. This place is cuckoo tonight.
Hey, Sal, look. 3 monkeys violating that statue of a head.
Where? I didn't see nothing, which is a good thing since we put all the monkeys down in storage with the leather jackets.
Welcome to the Museum of Mostly Natural History.
Mr. Paperweight. Gee, thanks. That's the nicest thing you've said since you hired me. So, what can I do for you, boss?
Although it lasted for only 7 weeks during the late summer of 56 million BC, the Mesozoic era produced an incredible explosion of evolutionary diversity, most of which was quickly erased by less ridiculous creatures.
I did not know that. Thanks, boss.
Gently yank the bone to hear the roar of the Pollosaurus henway.
Yank the bone? There's no bones here, boss.
Let us begin. Please make your way to the Mesozoic era exhibit in the center of the main floor.
The dinosaur exhibit. You got it.
Gently yank the bone to hear the roar of the Pollosaurus henway.
Yank the bone. You got it. Yo, looks like everything's working A-okay, boss. Anything else, boss? Boss? Well, if you don't have anything else for me, I'll just head back to the...
Toxicodendron paleness, a prehistoric and virulent form of poison ivy, was 7 times as irritating as its modern counterpart. Primitive life forms were often driven into fits of howling, scratching rage by the merest sampling of T. paleness's secretions.
We have encountered plants like these before. Their smoke produces powerful paranoid delusions and a rapacious hunger. At least that's what I've been told.
Dude. Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
Ooh, he's a smart one, isn't he?
Who is this annoying cretin? Are you Sam?
We are the Pharaoh, you odiferous primate, and you would do well to kneel in our presence.
How about I make you dance instead?
Oh, this is too easy.
Let us begin. Please make your way to the
dinosaur exhibit.
Gently yank
the bone. Yo, looks like everything's working. Anything else, boss?
Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast.
The beast attacking the city. Let's see. Ah, there it is.
Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
Poke its eyes? Really? Oh, well, you're the boss.
What in the name of Gorgar?
What should I do now, boss? Hey! Ouch! My thorax! My beautiful thorax!
By the underrealms of Embo, what is going on out here?
I kinda hated doing that to poor Sal.
Yes, most unfortunate. Beetles are sacred in my culture.
Actually, I think he's a cockroach.
Really? Then let him rot.
General Skunkape!
What?
I would very much appreciate it if your minions would refrain from manhandling my employees.
And I would appreciate it if you stopped using specious words like manhandling.
Oh, take it like a man, you big ape.
That's it! I've had it up to here with your incessant, petulant whining!
Petulant? Well, I've had it up to here with your imperious attitude and your odoriferous banana breath.
Banana breath? Banana breath? This alliance is over!
So be it!
It warms my heart to see these two fighting again. At least I think it does. Sam better come get me before these two losers knock over my jar, or worse, kiss and make up!
Wait here, Your Majesty. This move's gonna require some sneakiness, and that body you're wearing isn't really known for its stealth.
Very well.
Resistance is pointless, Terran flea!
Eat my primordial wrath, monkey boy!
Sam! It's about time.
I would have been here 2 or 3 explosions ago if someone I know had the slightest bit of impulse control.
Hey, my body's walking around without my brain. How'd you work that out?
I found a loner in the creepy Egyptian exhibit. Nice kid, but a little bit of an attitude. Now let's get out of here before Goofus and Gallant figure out that we've played him for chumps. Come on, Your Highness. Your Majesty?
The toy box! It's mine again!
The box!
Sam? You didn't stick the brain of a psychically gifted, unstable adolescent pharaoh in my cute little body, did you?
Maybe.
That is so cool!
Must resist.
Norrington, help me!
My hammer of Qatar, the hairballs of Bastet, and the hangnails of Anubis. Reality itself will kneel before Samunmak!
Maybe we should be leaving.
You think?
And so ends another mind-boggling mystery solved by the loping wits and the capriciously applied violence of the freelance police. Who's up for a sugar grenade?
What the hell are you talking about, Sam? I'm still a brain in a jar!
Don't be silly, Max. You've always been a brain in a jar.
No, I haven't. I'm a short, sexy lagomorph with an enormous mouth and dead, shark-like eyes.
Hold that thought, little buddy. We've got some idolizing to do.
Say what?
Samunmak is handsome! Samunmak is cute!
When we think of Samunmak,
we give a big salute!
Oh, you have got to be kidding.
Attention, everyone! From this point forward, those little things at the ends of your shoelaces. Aglets? Yes, aglets are hereby decreed to be the most horrible things in all the world.
It's a good thing I don't wear shoes.
Sam, snap out of it!
Snap out of what?
Ah! Just get me out of here! I gotta find my body! Impressively grandiose monument to Samunmak the Great, erected by his gratefully besotted subjects, October 10th, 1791. Oh, now I know that's wrong, Sam. Bosco's was standing here right up until this morning.
Bosco never existed, little buddy. Neither did Mama Bosco.
Max, beware.
Who said that?
Who said what?
Hold on, Sam. I think I'm getting a call from a new psychic friend.
Well played, Max. Sam must suspect nothing. Only you can untangle the twisted reality woven by Samunmak.
Me? Oh, there's a great plan. What am I gonna do, leak all over him?
Make contact with the rebels. They will give you the tools you need.
I don't see any rebels.
You will know them by their backhanded salute. Now, I must leave before I am discovered. Good luck, Max. We're all counting on you.
Who are you, anyway?
You may call me Dr. Norrington.
So, what now, little buddy?
What about, I don't know, getting my body back?
I keep telling you, Max, you've never had a body.
All right, fine. Let's go find someone with a backhanded salute.
What for?
For the thrill of it. What the heck is going on with our office?
Oh, we got kicked out of it last week when Sam and Mac requisitioned it to make way for a new statue commemorating his new high score on Minesweeper.
Where do we work now?
Mostly out of the DeSoto. You know, I hadn't really thought about it until we were kicked out, but we haven't really used our office in months.
Oh, I suppose in Sam and Mac world, the fire hydrants flow with fizzy grape soda.
Don't be silly, old chum. They flow with plain old ambrosia, same as the faucets. Well, that was an interesting shortcut. Hey, mole cultists, how's it going?
Okay. Please don't snarl at us again.
Why would I do that? I've got Max's brain back, and everything's right with the world.
Right.
Sam and Mac is handsome. Sam and Mac is cute.
When we think of Sam and Mac, we give a big salute.
Hey, you gave a backhanded salute. Are you a rebel?
Rebels, where?
Sam and Mac is mighty. Sam and Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Sam and Mac is more than we can stand.
That should keep him busy for the next few hours. So are you a rebel or not?
We're much more than mere rebels.
Hey, aren't you—
To defeat Sam and Mac, you will need a weapon that our rebel forefathers originally used to separate his tyrannical brain from his spoiled body back in ancient Egypt.
Cable television?
No, we speak of the brain screw.
Ooh, pointy and dangerous. Two of my favorite things.
Bring the sacred weapon close to Sam and Mac, and we'll take care of the rest.
Bring the brain screw to Sam and Mac. Easy peasy.
I fear it will be neither easy nor peasy.
But fear not.
I wasn't.
We have obtained several tools to help you in your quest.
My psychic toys! I've missed you boys.
Many mole people sacrifice their dignity and 401ks to steal these infernal amusements out from under Sam and Mac's all-seeing gaze. Use them wisely.
Wisely. That's adorable. Hey, Sam! Giddy up!
Reverend submission is tough on the knees.
That's nice. Hey, I got us a case.
Really?
Yeah! The case of Sam and Mac's missing brain screw.
Ooh, sounds pointy and dangerous.
It better be, or you better get used to carrying me around.
I've been carrying you for years. Well, if Sam and Mac's missing his brain screw, we'd better bring it back to him. He's probably in the throne room at the museum.
Super Tyrannus, Junior!
Yowee! That brain screw's a menace.
And it makes people speak in gobbledygook.
I think that's Latin, Max.
Rhinoplasty. Teleportation.
Hey, Stinky.
How's it shaking?
Oh joy, it's Chico and the man. Can we just cut to the chase? I've got important Sam and Mac business to attend to.
Grandpa Stinky's looking relatively upbeat today.
Insufferable, isn't it? Ever since he got that medallion of tithing, he's been running around like his broccoli doesn't smell.
Lord Salmon Max sure is swell, isn't he?
Oh, I know, and so powerful. Oh, and wealthy, and powerful.
You said powerful twice.
What can I say? I like power.
You look busy, so we'll let you get back to your work.
It's been great, guys. Let's do this again real soon.
Oh, that body-snatching pharaoh even bamboozled the Stinkies? What good is bitter narcissism if it can't protect you from mind control?
Mista card, the last more or less honest credit card.
Normally I'd be leery of a pizza franchise expanding into the credit market, but if their loan rates are as stingy as their toppings, then sign me up!
Let me help you out with that, little buddy.
Don't mind if you do! You know, maybe it's just the 28.5% annual interest rate talking, but I'm feeling a mite peckish right now.
A mite peckish? Have you been watching British TV again?
I can't help it. The short seasons appeal to my limited attention span.
Stinky!
What do you want, you shiftless, tab-running losers? Can't you see I'm doing the Lord's work here?
This will only take a minute.
That's what you always say before you drag me into your little schemes.
You look different today, Stinky.
Do you think?
It's the glazed-over mask of idolatry, Sam.
No, it's that.
Ooh, snazzy. Did you get that at the Ren Fair?
Ren Fair? This is the medallion of tithing, given to me by Lord Salmon Mac for offering him a one-of-a-kind gift that was most pleasing to his omniscient eye.
What'd you give him?
Some yak hair pants. They were the only ones in the world.
I'm jealous.
You should be. If I can scrape up a couple more of these accessories of privilege, I'll be sitting at the right hand of Lord Salmon Mac himself.
All you had to do to get that accessory of privilege was give Lord Salmon Mac a present?
Aye, but only a one-of-a-kind gift. That's his most precious thing in the whole wide world.
Well, that's tricky. The Pharaoh's a bit, whimsical.
Tell me about it. I never can tell what sort of exotic toppings he's going to want on these infernal corn dogs.
How are you and Girl Stinky getting along?
Why don't you go ask her yourself? It's not as though she's doing anything else right now. She just spends all her time texting people, never lifting a finger to help her poor old grandpa. Feh.
It's nice to see your familial bonds are as strong as ever in this cruddy new world.
What in the name of Sobek Scrotum is he on about?
Beats me. I think he's just having one of his episodes. Salmon Mac sure is swell, isn't he?
Oh, that he is, lad. Why, just last night, there was this tremendous storm over the city, causing my knees to seize up something fierce.
I used to have an elbow like that, back when I had elbows.
Shush you.
So I brought a gift to the local Salmon Mac offering depository, dropped it off with a little prayer, and hoot, the skies cleared up the next morning and my knees are fine. Praise Salmon Mac.
Oh yeah, because storms never end on their own. It must have been Salmon Mac that did it.
Max, are you blaspheming the name of Salmon Mac, you squashy little nobody?
No way, Grandpa Stinky. Max is cool, aren't you?
Hail Salmon Mac.
That's bitter.
Well, you look busy.
Noticed that, did you?
So we'll be on our way.
What? No riddles? No discursive queries into the secret ingredients of my mysterious menu items?
We're between cases. Smack Backs Yak Slacks. It's a story about how Salmon Mac briefly declared Andean weave pants to be his most favored thing in the whole wide world for a few hours last Thursday, before he discovered how itchy they were and had them all destroyed in a massive bonfire.
Fickle little tyrant, ain't he?
Hail Salmon Mac.
Hail Salmon Mac.
Where would you like to go today, Sam?
Perhaps you'd like to give a gift to Lord Salmon Mac.
Or maybe make a visit to Salmon Mac's planetarium throne room to bask in his glory.
Or maybe you'd just like to cruise around the city, taking in the wonders that Lord Salmon Mac has bestowed on us.
Those all sound swell, guys, but I think I'll let Max pick the destination today. He's in a bit of a funk.
You know who could fix that? Salmon Mac.
Salmon Mac shatters storm. Citizens rejoiced as Lord Salmon Mac used his mighty powers to disperse a thunderstorm in advance to his annual visit to our fair city. And look, there's a picture.
Oh, look, Sam, a door! Let's kick it in and blast the hell out of the poor slobs on the other side. Come on, Sam, what do you say? Huh? I hate the new reality! Nothing says beloved ruler like a ubiquitous surveillance network.
Hey!
Stop bothering me. I finally found my place in Salmon Mac's blessed world, and I don't need my bubble rubbed by no freelance police.
Hey, monkey boy!
Monkeys have tails, dog man, and I'm busy.
Hey, Sal!
Sam!
I just love your Salmon Mac accessory.
Pretty sweet, huh? That's my ornament of fealty. Lord Salmon Mac gave it to me for exposing an evil heretic.
A heretic? What, did he deny the quadrine nature of the esoteric illuminations?
Worse, he didn't salute fast enough.
That is bad. I've got a gift for Lord Salmon Mac.
Oh yeah? I can't accept just any old thing, you know. The omnipotent one is kinda picky. What you got?
How about an authentic Egyptian brain screw?
Ooh, that's a really bad idea, Sam.
Why?
Didn't you hear? Salmon Mac hates those things. I should destroy it right now.
We'd better hold on to it just in case Lord Salmon Mac changes his mind.
Yeah, okay. He is a whimsical overlord.
How about a credit card?
I'm offering 0% APR on balance transfers.
Lord Salmon Mac doesn't need credit. He prefers to just manifest his will. So, no.
Darn. How about a handsome but seldom useful firearm?
Lord Salmon Mac doesn't need guns. He could drop an army by wrinkling his cute little nose.
I didn't know my cute little nose could wrinkle.
On second thought, I don't think I have anything worthy of his plenipotency at the moment.
I hear you. I got worthiness issues myself.
I see you got a new job.
Grand Vizier Paperweight was so impressed with my work as a museum security guard that he promoted me to the Chief Offering Collector here at the Regional Offering Vault 714.
It's true, you cockroaches really are survivors.
Yep, and now I don't even have to patrol. All I gotta do is guard this door and take gifts into this impenetrable offering vault. It's a little slice of heaven.
How go the offerings today?
You know how it is. In a tough economy, charitable contributions go right down the toilet.
Even gifts to Lord Salmon Mac?
I know. The guy creates the sky and the stars and the creatures of the field, and people let a little thing like a double-dip recession stop them from paying their respects.
It's a sick, sad world, Sal. Catch you later, Sal. Hail Salmon Mac.
Hail Salmon Mac right back at you, Sam.
Oh, brother.
Hail Salmon Mac!
Hail Salmon Mac.
Hail Salmon Mac.
Yeah, hail Salmon Mac.
When your toaster's gone kaput, bring it down to Radio Yurt.
Nicky may charge an arm and a leg, but at least his poetry sucks. Sam, get a load of me! I'm...
For the love of Salmon Mac, don't say it!
Toasty.
Frankie!
Ah, jeez, as if I don't have enough trouble today. Now I gotta deal with the freaking freelance police.
Beat it, coppers.
Yeah, let us fleece our cousin in peace.
Do my not ears deceive me, or are those rats mouthing off to us?
I believe they are, Max.
Shall we make a lesson of them?
I believe we shall. Now be nice while we talk to your cousin. That's some sweet Salmon Mac themed bling you got there.
Bling? Do people still say that?
And not just any bling. This here's a genuine pendant of Inquisition, given to me by Lord Salmon Mac after I personally checked the 160,000 orifices of 20,000 guests at the security checkpoint of His Majesty's summer soiree.
Classy.
Tell me we're not going to do that.
What sort of low-rent criminal shenanigans are you and your kin perpetrating out here?
And please keep in mind that I can see the future, so I'll know if we'll be slapping you around for lying to us later on.
Hey, there's nothing illegal going on here, honest. Me and my cousins were just engaging in a little friendly wagering over Samu Mac's, gladiatorial bouts.
Really?
Yeah. Of course we don't actually bet on who wins or loses. That Skunkape gorilla's impossible to beat. So we bet on what the general's finishing move's gonna be.
Finishing move? How 90s.
When General Skunkape finishes off an opponent, he'll use one of his 6 signature moves to do the deed. Before each fight, we make bets on which one it's gonna be.
Fascinating.
No, it's not.
Humor the little rat guy, Max. Mind if I lay down a bet?
You, a freelance cop, gambling on the street like a common rat? Hey, guys, wake up!
What?
What? The high and mighty freelance policeman wants to make a bet on the next fight.
Bring him on!
More money for us!
So, which move do you think Skunkape will use next?
A second.
2 chicken.
Don't go anywhere.
Why would I?
Right in the Labanza!
Skunkape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it...
Oh, man. That was even more useless than usual.
Skunkape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it...
Oh, come on, Skunkape. Use your stinking hands.
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Why did I think he'd do one of those lame-o ape moves?
Where was the scissor kick?
Ooh, that's brutal.
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him.
Yeah!
I'd like to make an...
Hey, it's your...
$20 on the Great Ape leg sweep.
Sam, since when do you have any cash? And, where are you carrying it?
A, since Sam and Mac kicked us out of our office, we've been saving a bundle by living out of the DeSoto, and B, none of your damn business.
Touché.
All right, cousins of mine, Sam has made his bet. What are your picks?
I'll take the Space Ape Kidney Punch.
I'll put down 20 on the Great Ape Leg Sweep.
And I'll be taking all your dough with my bet on the Simian Scissor Kick. But first, I better go get some cash.
What's that all about?
Frankie doesn't trust us, so he never carries any cash when he's around us.
Subsequently, he always has to run off to the ATM machine every time he makes a bet.
Hey, Paulie, you just called it an ATM machine.
So what?
So that's redundant, that's what.
I'm back!
Oh, it's a good thing, too. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern here were starting to put me into a coma.
Shh, the fight's about to start.
Looks like another blasphemous mole man has entered the ring to face off against Salmon Mac's undefeated champion, Skunkape. Let's see how he does. Skunkape circles the ring. The challenger runs for his life. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Skunkape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it Wowie Zowie, the Gorilla Thigh Squeeze? And the crowd goes wild!
Where was the scissor kick?
Oh, come on, Skunkape. Use your stinking hands.
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Why did I think he'd do one of those lame-o ape moves?
Hey, no one won. Now what happens?
Everyone gets their bets back and we live to bet another day, tough guy. Come on!
It costs 4 lots of grain to use this payphone. I remember when it was just a half bladder of lamp oil.
Gotta love the way the General uses his hands. Too bad I didn't get the rest right.
Ah, jeez, I thought for sure he'd use one of them simian moves this time.
Ah, I thought for sure it would be the kidney punch.
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him no.
Yeah!
I'd like to make...
Hey, it's your...
$20 simoleons on the Gorilla Girly Slap.
All right, cousins of mine, Sam has made his bet.
Let's see. How's about the Simian Sucker Punch?
20 big ones on the simian sucker punch.
And I'll pick the, space ape. But first,
We take jewelry!
So, rats, huh? Well, how's that working out for you?
Shh, the fight's about to start.
Looks like another blasphemous... Ow! Boom goes the dynamite! Skunkape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it... Yes! The Gorilla Girly Slap! And the crowd goes wild!
Ah, I thought for sure it would be the kidney punch.
Gotta love the way the General uses his hands. Too bad I didn't get the rest right.
Ah, jeez, I thought for sure he'd use one of them simian moves this time.
Hey, I won!
Lucky dog.
Yes, that's it. Luck.
In no way aided by a brain with powers to see into the future.
Don't push it, Max. They may be smarter than they look.
Ooh, that's brutal.
Franklin?
Don't tell him.
Yeah!
Can I, borrow your thingy of Inquisition?
No!
How about throwing it in the pot to spice things up a little?
Nah, I'll stick with cash.
Don't go anywhere, Frankie.
Why would I...
Right in the Labanza.
Get me out of here, Sam!
Holy mother of Salmon Mac dancing the karaoke with the priests of Bast.
What was that?
I think they were dial-up modems.
Hold me!
I'm not going back in there without some holy water and a copy of Wired to protect me. Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him.
Yeah!
Hey, you're a rat who knows how to get things.
Plague, diphtheria, scabies.
Do you have a line on any empty bodies so that we could drop Max's brain into?
I'm getting a little existential in here.
I'd like to help, guys, but that's a little out of my pay grade. I can fix you up with a nice car stereo, though.
Thanks, we'll pass.
Let's not be too hasty, Sam. The powers of my psychic brain melded to a kickin' sound system could be a formidable force for justice.
Could you run through this whole gladiatorial...
You probably couldn't tell.
Sure.
That's salmon...
You know it, pal. Take a look at this cool bit of bling. If I get a couple more of these accessories of privilege, I'll be hobnobbing with the big S himself.
Don't...
Why would I? Come on!
Okay, let's have a nice firm chat with this body-stealing crock muncher.
That's no way to talk about our divine leader, Max.
Oh, good grief.
Kick him in the scarabs!
Do it! Do it!
Ooh!
Well played, General Skunkape. You are truly our fiercest and smelliest warrior.
I live for your praise, my liege.
You know, I enjoy a good pummeling as much as the next brain in a jar, but that seemed really unfair.
It may seem unfair, little buddy, but it's the only way those stinking rebels will learn to accept Salmon Mac's righteous rule.
You're creepy when you're sycophantic, Sam.
What's that?
That is Lord Samonek's magnificent pyramid of corn dogs, a meticulously balanced marble of nearly 340 stinky brand corn dogs. Don't you natives know anything about your own country?
All right, Egypt boy. You could steal my silky fur and my charming cartilage, but you'll never take away my snack time indulgences. In the name of the sweet, the salty, and the cheap yellow mustard, I hereby liberate these corn dogs!
Oh.
What is that?
It's a credit card, my liege.
A credit card, Very well. Listen up, everyone. This is Samonak. Forget what we said before. From now on, credit cards are a scourge upon the land and our least favorite thing ever. So, if you see a credit card, rip it to shreds.
What did I miss?
I think you just single-handedly destroyed the foundations of the U.S. economy over a pile of corn dogs.
What, again?
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him nothing.
Yeah!
Don't go anywhere, Frankie.
Why would I go?
Gotta love the way the General uses his hands. Too bad I didn't get the rest right.
Ah, jeez, I thought for sure he'd use one of them simian moves this time.
Skunkape, you jerk! Why didn't you girly slap him?
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him.
Yeah!
I'd like to make another bet.
Hey, it's your loss.
risk 20 smackers on the gorilla thigh squeeze.
All right, cousins of mine, Sam has made his bet.
What's
20 Nice bet, but first I gotta get some cash. Uh-oh.
A credit card?
Lord Sam Mac hates credit cards.
Pulverize it!
Now, guys...
Don't you want in on that?
They look like they've got it under control.
No! Now what'll I bet?
How about that funky pendant of yours?
The pendant of Inquisition? But it was a gift from Samu Mac himself. An accessory, what do you call it? Privilege.
But if you win, you'll have that and $60.
Hey, good point. I'm in.
Looks like another blasphemous mole man has entered the ring to face off against... Oh my! This one's almost over before it even had a chance to start. Skunkape's moving in for the kill. Yes, it's the Space Ape Kidney Punch! And the crowd goes wild!
Skunkape, you jerk! Why didn't...
Gotta love the way the General uses his hands. Too bad I didn't get the rest right.
Ah, gee.
Hey, no one...
Everyone gets a...
Ooh, that's brutal.
Oh, come on, Skunkape. Use your stinking hands.
I should have known better than to go back to the gorilla moves.
No freaking way! Oh, I was sure it'd be the leg sweep.
Franklin?
Again? Yeah!
I'd like...
Two chick...
Don't go anywhere.
Why would I...
Right in the Labanza. Oh, come on.
I should have known better than to go back to the gorilla moves.
No freaking way! Oh, I was sure it'd be the legs.
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him.
Yeah!
I'd like to make...
Hey, it's you.
I got 20 that says it'll be the Simian Scissor Kick.
All right, cousins of mine, Sam has made his bet. What are your picks?
I'll take the Space Ape Kidney Punch.
I'm in for the gorilla thigh squeeze, Frankie.
And I'll pick the, Great Ape Leg Sweep.
Looks like another blasphemous mole man has entered the ring to face off against Salmon Mac's undefeated champion, Skunkape. Let's see how he does. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Skunkape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it, the Simian Scissor Kick? Brutal! And the crowd goes wild!
No freaking way! Oh, I was sure it'd be the leg sweep.
Oh, come on, Skunkape. Use your stinking hands.
I should have known better than... Come to Papa!
No!
Hey, what about the cash?
This accessory of privilege is all we need to get closer to the glory of Salmon Mac.
Works for us.
Well done, Max.
Yikes!
What?
Just just a little brain cramp.
Preparations are being made. Gather more accessories of privilege so that Sam can get next to Salmon Mac.
No problem.
And don't forget to bring the brain screw.
Yeah. Sheesh, what a nag.
Who are you talking to, Max?
An imaginary friend. I call him Floyd J. Dalrymple.
You and your wacky psychic powers.
In 1999, the Wedgeco Electric Company paid $15 million to purchase the naming rights of this constellation, now forever known as the Wedgeco Flying Toaster.
Ooh! What is that?
It's a Wedgeco toaster, Your Omnipotence.
A toaster? Greetings, everyone! This is Salmon Mac the Divine speaking. From this day forward, toasters are the most exalted things in all the universe, ranking just below yours truly on the awesome meter. Just thought you should know.
If I had one of those, I could give it to Salmon Mac. Hey, Sal!
Sam!
I've got a gift.
We'll see about that.
How about a toaster?
Ooh, nice.
You think Salmon Mac will like it?
Didn't you hear? Those Wedgeco toasters are like his favorite thing in the whole wide world.
Great.
Yeah, people have been giving him toasters all day. Oh, the vault's jammed full of them. The last thing he needs is another dang toaster.
Darn. I'm not giving that back to Salmon Mac. He'll think I'm a regifter.
I hear you.
Catch you later.
Oh.
bad idea, little guy. You're the thing Sam and Mac hates most. I'd hate to see you torn apart by a bloodthirsty mob.
You're...
Hey,
Sam!
I've got to get...
Oh, yeah? Hey.
Catch you later.
Hail, Sam.
Oh.
Ooh, bad.
Wee-hee-hoo!
The constellation known as the Great Fudgy Stick was previously Eroticus the Joybringer until a Texas school board ruling in 2003.
Whoa! What is that?
It's a fudgy stick, sir. They're a big hit with the kids.
Fudgy sticks? Hey ho, everyone! Sam and Mac here again. We'd like everyone to know that fudgy sticks are officially our favorite things in the world!
Sam and Mac sure does love...
You may... Hey, Pharaoh Face!
Oh.
What is that?
It's a wedge-core toaster, sir.
A toaster, eh? Attention, everyone! This is Sam and Mac, Lord of all creation. Forget what we said before. From now on, toasters are officially the most horrid, beastly things in the whole wide world. And if you see a toaster and you want to make us happy, break it into tiny little bits.
Wow, that means every toaster in the world is now utterly and irrevocably destroyed.
But where does that leave toaster pastries?
Room temperature, little buddy. Room temperature.
Hi-ho, everybody! Just thought you should know that the bestest thing in the world are now toasters! Bye-bye!
Hey, Sal.
Sam!
Catch you later.
Oh,
Hey, Sal.
Sam!
I've got a gift for Lord Salmon Mac.
We'll see about that. What you got? Is that?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Lord Salmon Mac's gonna love this. Wedgecoat toasters are his favorite things in the world.
So I've heard.
But they've been so scarce since the purging. Where'd you find this one?
I made it. It's amazing what you can do with a glue gun, some pipe cleaners, and a little imagination.
Amazing. Well, I'll just stash this bad boy in the vault.
Sam, in gratitude for your truly one-of-a-kind offering, Lord Salmon Mac has ordered me to present you with one of his accessories of privilege. A medallion of superlative tithing.
I don't know what to say.
Gratitude would be appropriate, peon.
Thank you, Salmon Mac. Hey, you're back, little brain buddy. Wait a sec. If you're here, what about...
don't overthink it, Sam.
Well done, Max.
Yikes!
What?
Just a little brain cramp.
Our agents are almost in place. Obtain another accessory of privilege so that Sam may get close to the Pharaoh.
I'm all over it.
I didn't technically earn this pendant of Inquisition,
Thank Ra.
but I'm sure it'll count toward the accessories of privilege I need to get into Salmon Mac's inner circle. The Medallion of Tithing lets everyone know that I gave Salmon Mac a Boffo one-of-a-kind offering. It's also one of the accessories of privilege I need to get into Salmon Mac's inner circle.
Hey, Sam! From this angle, you can see my great big honking...
Zip it, little buddy. Hey, Sal!
Sam!
So, to get my own ornament of fealty, I need to expose a heretic?
Heretics aren't so easy to find these days. Everyone knows you gotta bow down to Salmon Mac if you want to stay out of the pit of contrition.
Catch you later, Sal.
Hail, Salmon.
Oh,
Hey, monkey boy!
Monkeys have tails, dog man, and I'm busy.
Future vision.
you can't have my toy. I need to give this to the General. Hey!
Wow. What do you call deja vu in the future?
Deja vu?
Yes, Master.
Sal seems a little dimmer than usual in the future.
Maybe someone strikes him repeatedly with the heel of a boot.
The Commissioner frowns on wasting bullets on people that don't technically need to be shot.
No, Sam! The brain screw belongs to Lord Salmon Mac. If a commoner touches it, you'll get icky mortal cooties all over it.
Good thinking, little buddy. Hey, monkey boy!
Monkeys have tails.
Hey, Sal!
Sam!
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
Get a room, will ya?
Salmon Mac is handsome. Salmon Mac is cute.
When we think of Salmon Mac, we give a big salute.
Catch you later, Sal.
Hail Salmon Mac right back at you, Sam.
Oh,
Hey, monkey boy!
Monkeys have tails. No, you can't have my toy. I need to give this to the General. Hey!
Wow. What do you call deja vu?
Deja vu?
It's Lord Salmon Mac's astral projector. I think it keeps the sky from falling.
In New Zealand, this arrangement of nondescript stars has been designated the Big Fan.
Ooh! Paperweight! What is that?
It's an electric fan, my lord.
Fan. Attention, everyone! This is Salmon Mac, the light of your lives and the breath in your lungs speaking. We just want you to know that, as of right now, electric fans are officially my most cherished things in the world, second only to our glorious selves. Carry on.
In days of yore, British sailors would often follow Pramiopia, the baby buggy, to guide their vessels home.
Ooh! Vizier, what is that magnificent contraption?
It's a pram, my liege.
A pram, eh? Attention, everyone! This is Salmon Mac, Holy of Holies here. From now on, prams are hereby decreed to be the dinchiest things in all creation. We love them, and you should too. That is all.
Inner Circle members only. I don't think we're supposed to go in there.
That doesn't apply to us. We're the freelance police.
Stop! Only members of Lord Salmon Mac's inner circle are allowed within 10 cubits of the boy king.
Aww.
And how does sniveling jerk like you get to be in the inner circle?
The same way as everyone else, by earning accessories of privilege.
I like the face.
How can I get these accessories?
Just do exceptionally good deeds on Salmon Mac's behalf, like I did. Now scat.
Well, that wasn't very nice. But it won't stop me from returning Lord Salmon Mac's brain screw. I just need to rustle up some accessory thingies. Looks like Skunk Ape's working out a lot of unresolved issues on those mole men.
It's cheaper than therapy and almost as funny.
Stinky?
Oh, great.
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
Oh, come on, guys. Grow some basil.
You look,
It's been...
Our Lord Salmon Mac sure loves his corn dogs.
Sam, how about a little worshipful...
Great idea, pal.
Who are you guys, anyway? We are the last disciples of the Anti-Salmon Mac Society and Croquet League of West Nigeria.
The A.S.
Yes, yes. It's an unfortunate acronym. Believe me, it spelled something a lot more awe-inspiring back in ancient Egypt.
Who are you guys? We are the last disciples of the Anti-Salmon Mac Society and Croquet League of West Nigeria.
The A.S.
Yes, yes.
Why'd you knock out Obadiah there?
He's had a hard time holding on to his identity in this new Thamunmak-centric reality. He might have salamandered you out to the Grand Vizier.
I think you mean ratted.
Spoken like someone who's never loaned money to a salamander.
Who's this Norrington guy? And why is he talking in my head?
We have no idea.
Shortly after Salmon Mac reordered reality, Norrington made contact with us and began aiding our desperate arrangements to defeat the Pharaoh.
As long as he is an enemy of Thamunmak, he is a friend of ours. Whoever he is, we trust him implicitly.
Can you guys cast any cool curses?
The old ways are long lost to us city moles, but I can whip you up a tantalizing fresh pear and almond dessert pizza.
I'm a little unclear on this. Did Salmon Mac change the world and make everyone but us think it had always been this way? Or did he actually change it so it's always been this way, and we're the only ones who know that it hasn't?
The first one.
The second one.
Wow, that's reassuring.
Actually, we don't really know.
But really, what's the difference? Whatever the nature of this perverted reality, Salmon Mac must be stopped. Is this not correct?
Yes. No. What was the question again?
That's the spirit.
Hang on, I've seen movies. If the world's always been this way, how come everything's mostly the same? How come it's not raining chickpeas or flying dinosaurs rule the cities, instead of everything being so normal?
We don't know why everything's so normal, talking rabbit brain in a jar. Ask your friend the talking dog, or the man-sized cockroach, or the alien space gorilla. Just get on with it, or we'll be stuck in this shoddily remade reality forever.
You stay here.
Good luck.
We'll be fighting.
Hey, what happened to all those neat movies we were watching?
They were taken to our digital transfer lab in California to preserve the images before the acetone dissolved.
Once you exposed those things to the air, they started falling apart like a campaign promise in December.
Sic Semper Tyrannis, Junior!
Look, these grotty little mole people have made a primitive mosaic of Lord Salmon Mac.
That's me, Sam!
I think it's cute that you maintain such a positive self-image, Max. It looks like something's supposed to be there.
Yeah, the Devil's Toy Box. Don't you remember?
You mean Salmon Mac's box of power? Don't be a doof, Max. He's had that thing for thousands of years.
It's true, Max. Salmon Mac has remade reality so that he's always possessed the Devil's Toy Box, more or less.
Then why do...
Because of your special brain.
Then why do you remember it differently?
Because of our rigorous mental training.
Fortified by a steady diet of mind grubs.
They're really just regular grubs, but we tell him they're mind grubs so he'll get some fiber.
Yo, Stinky.
Again with the interruptions. Lord Salmon Mac won't be happy if I'm late, you know.
Salmon Mac is mighty.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
Oh,
See ya, Stinky. Stinky's, catering to Lord Salmon Mac since 1923.
Since when does Stinky's cater?
It's right there on the truck, Max.
What's that?
Wow, that last case must have pranged your frontal cortex more than usual, Max. That's one of Salmon Mac's fabulous animatronic auto-idols. The Boy King uses them to receive praise, address the masses, and keep an eye out for nasty heretics.
Why does it look like me?
Don't be blasphemous, little pal. It looks like Salmon Mac. Ooh, we're about to be addressed.
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of
Lord
Salmon Mac
Salmon Mac is more than we
stand.
can stand.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Salmon Mac, Pharaoh of Pharaohs, ruler of reality here. I just wanted to say that I hereby decree that aglets are now the most wonderful thing in the whole world. Carry on.
Darn, no aglets. If I had some, I would have given them to him. Senseless vandalism has its place, but this isn't it. Senseless vandalism. The Commissioner frowns on wait. I hope Girl Stinky's got an unlimited texting plan.
Texting's so 2009. All the cool kids are blimp dingling these days.
You're cute when you make up tech fads, Max.
No! I love Lord Salmon Mac.
It looks like Grandpa Stinky's got a date with Lord Salmon Mac's heretic police in the near future.
It's always the guy you most suspect, isn't it?
Yo, Stinky! So Salmon Mac really changed the weather for you? That's incredible.
Some might say unbelievable.
Aye, and it's a good thing, too. When those low-pressure systems roll in, my knees seize up like burnt tapioca.
Well, you
notice.
So
What?
we're between.
Hey, Sam!
What is it, Max?
Let's get a move on.
Will do. Salmon Mac shatters storm. Citizens rejoiced as Lord Salmon Mac used his mighty powers to disperse a thunderstorm in advance to his annual visit to our fair city. And look, there's a picture.
Look at me, Sam. I'm a low-pressure system. I'm like a cushy government job, but with thunder.
Are you precipitating?
Sure. Precipitating, that's it.
The weather's turning. I can feel it.
Yo, Stinky.
Again with the interruptions.
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
My poor knees.
Blasphemer.
Heretic alert! Heretic alert! Heretic alert!
I'm not a heretic, you blithering idiot. I've got bad knees.
Tell it to the pit of contrition, punk.
No! I love Lord Salmon Mac.
Sam and Max, in recognition of the great service you've done to your lord and master, I have been instructed by Salmon Mac himself to reward you with one of his accessories of privilege, the ornament of fealty.
Aw, he shouldn't have.
As you are, everyone.
Sweet hopping horse on a two-headed asp. I've got 3 accessories of privilege. You know what that means, Max?
We get a free hoagie on our next visit?
No, it means I'm worthy of basking in the transcendent radiance of Lord Salmon Mac's divine personage.
I'd prefer the hoagies.
You don't even have a mouth. I wonder if I should shave first. Wow, that spindly old mole woman's really holding her own against Skunky.
Who knew that Dame Judi Dench exterior was hiding the ninja skills of Mila Jovovich?
I don't think Mila Jovovich is really a ninja, Max. This should be fun.
Stop! Who dares trespass into the inner circle of the Lord High Salmon Mac?
I dare, Grand Vizier Pepperpot.
And we've got the bling of whatever to prove it.
It appears they'll give out accessories of privilege to anyone these days. Very well. Let it be written that Salmon Mac's freelance police have been granted entry into the inner circle of the Lord High Salmon Mac, maker of worlds and breather of life. Welcome, Salmon Max. Try not to bother the Lord High. He's a busy god.
O most mighty and glorious Lord Salmon Mac, I have something you might be interested in.
Sic semper tyrannis!
Hey now, Missy, be careful with that thing.
Sam, no!
You furry fool!
Well done, my wet-nosed and faithful servant. Now, finish off this wretched assassin.
Isn't that a little harsh? How about we just slap her with a fine or revoke her internet privileges for a few days?
Kill her!
Come on, Sam, don't be a jerk.
I'm sorry, my liege. I can't do it.
What? Ha! Paperweight? How could you let her escape?
Oh, I am so very sorry, your perfectness.
And you have disappointed us for the first and only time, Sam. Into the pit of contrition with you!
Yes, your awesomeness.
Yes, I shall enjoy this.
Let the divine punishment begin!
I've waited a lifetime for this, Earth cur.
But we only imprisoned you in the penal zone a couple of hours ago.
Yes, but due to the temporal differences between this dimension and the—
Blah, blah, blah. Just shut up and fight.
Yes, your gloriousness.
Yes, your wonderfulness.
Let us see what you've got.
Hey, Skunk Ape!
What?
So, the mole men giving you a good fight?
Don't be ridiculous. Those dreary little mole men barely get my pulse racing. It's all I can do not to double over laughing when I see them running around the arena.
Hey! Liberté! Egalité! Up with Mole! Down with the Pharaoh!
How dare you!
Ow!
Hey, Skunk Ape!
What?
I can't believe you're doing Paperweight's dirty work.
What are you talking about?
I don't see him in here getting all sweaty with Mole Men, do you?
Ha! The only thing Paperweight is good for is fetching me more grapes after my battles.
Huh!
Ha! 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 A child could have seen that move coming.
Max, little help here? I couldn't have done it without you, Max. Who knew Skunk Ape was so sensitive about getting dumped by Paperweight?
Looks like you're gonna win!
That's very, comforting.
Does my face always look like that when I'm laughing maniacally? Paperweight's got a shorter fuse than those fireworks we bought from those Girl Scouts.
Still standing?
If this is all it takes, you'll be really impressed when I kick your crimson keister. Hey,
what?
It must have hurt when Paperweight dumped you, huh?
What are you talking about?
You know, when he ditched your little alliance of the B-list supervillains.
What? Paperweight didn't break the alliance. I broke it. I dumped him.
That's a lie.
Ah, my eyes. Oh! A worthy attempt, Sam, but your feeble blows cannot topple me!
Hey, Skunk Ape!
What?
Didn't any of the mole people give you a good fight?
Well, that desiccated old mole woman had some fight in her. Certainly a lot more than the male of her species.
Hey! With moles! Down with the Pharaoh! Ow!
Max?
That won't do me any good now. I can't leave now. The fight's just... I can't leave. I can't leave.
Why don't...
After... Max? Hi-ya!
Did that help?
A little, but do you think you can widen the zoom on these visions a bit?
Maybe if I had some hands, I could fiddle with the lenses.
Still
If this is all... Hey, Skunky!
What?
Paperweight broke your heart when he broke the alliance, didn't he?
I told you, I broke up with him!
Liar!
Ah, my eyes! Oh!
Hey, Skunky!
What? Don't just stand there like a drooling who-man. Hit me!
Oh, very amusing.
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
I've been wondering.
What?
Can you get free space gas with your AARP card?
You clumsy oaf. Do you know how much that equipment costs?
Ooh.
Hey, Skunky!
What?
About those mole people.
Don't talk to me about...
Hey! With mole!
La la la. So...
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
It must have hurt when Paperweight dumped you, huh?
What are you talking about?
You know.
What?
That's a lie!
Ah! My eyes!
Hi-ya!
Oh! Ow!
Finish him!
I have had enough of you!
I knew you could do it, Sam, even though I may have secretly placed some side bets against you.
I couldn't have done it without you, Max. Who knew Skunkape was so sensitive about getting dumped by Paperweight?
Must we do everything around here? If you will not submit to our champion, then we will personally have the pleasure of scraping you from the papyrus of reality.
Try not to ruin my face, Sam.
And don't think we haven't noticed you meddling with our stolen toys.
Ah, croco dung.
Now, insect, strike me if you can.
I can't, your gloriousness.
That's more like it.
Max, give me a hand here.
But I don't have any hands, Sam. Or magic toys.
When has that stopped you before?
All right. I'll see what I can do. Salmon Mac is handsome. Salmon Mac is cute.
When we think of Salmon Mac, we give a big salute.
Careful, Kerr. You almost hit me.
You know what I could go for right now? Some cheesy fries.
Not helping, Max.
Salmon Mac is stupid. Salmon Mac is lame.
You're next, Brain.
Salmon Mac is mighty! Salmon Mac is grand!
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
Kneeling won't save you now, traitor.
Salmon Mac is handsome! Salmon Mac is cute!
When we think of Salmon Mac, we give a big Flute? Oh, I'll never be a Grand Vizier now. Ooh, have I got a headache. Hey, did I just miss out on one of those reality makeover capers?
Yep, you were pretty much useless through the whole thing.
Dang.
Don't worry, though. I saved the day all by myself, even though I had my hands, legs, and all my internal organs tied behind my back.
Hey, nice work, little buddy.
Now hurry up and put my brain back in my body. This jar's starting to fog up.
There you are, Max. Good as, new.
Ooh, it's tight in here. All that demon broth must have fattened up my brain.
We'll get you on a steady diet of brain-shrinking reality shows tomorrow. Now let's stow this troublemaking toy box someplace safe before another delusional jerkwad gets his hands on it.
Aside from me, you mean?
Sam is coming! Sam is coming! Sam is coming!
You don't have to repeat yourself.
And besides, I'm right here.
Actually...
This is just like that dream I had last night. I wonder if he studied for his finals.
Why don't you ask them?
Max?
Yes?
Shouldn't I be waking up about now?
Shouldn't I be waking up now? A good question from a good dog, and one that you are no doubt asking yourself even now, along with who is the ominous Dr. Norrington? How did Monsieur Paperweight survive for over a century? And what is the dealio with all those naked Sams? We'll have answers of a sort to these questions in our next chapter. Until then, my friends, sleep well.